Marilyn Monroe. The name alone conjures images of Hollywood glamour, timeless beauty, and a global icon who seemed to have it all. She was one of the most famous women in the world, a star whose light shone brighter than almost any other. But on August 5, 1962, that light went out forever. Marilyn Monroe was found dead, and the mystery surrounding her final hours remains one of the most debated and fascinating stories in Hollywood history. So, what really happened to Marilyn? In the months leading up to her death, behind the dazzling smile, Marilyn was fighting a silent battle. She struggled with severe depression, crippling anxiety, and chronic insomnia that haunted her nights. To cope, she became heavily dependent on a cocktail of prescription medications, especially powerful sleeping pills. On the night of August 4, 1962, Marilyn was at her home in Brentwood, Los Angeles. She was alone. In the early morning hours of August 5th, her housekeeper sensed that something was terribly wrong. She couldn't get into Marilyn's locked bedroom and immediately called her psychiatrist. When they finally gained entry, they made a devastating discovery. Marilyn Monroe was found unresponsive in her bed, surrounded by empty pill bottles. She was pronounced dead at the scene. She was only 36 years old. The official cause of death was ruled as acute barbiturate poisoning from an overdose of her prescription sleeping pills. The authorities classified it as a probable suicide. But for many, this simple explanation just didn't add up. Almost immediately, questions began to surface. There were strange inconsistencies in the timelines given by witnesses. Key pieces of evidence, like her phone records, seemed to vanish, and then came the rumors. Whispers of secret diaries, clandestine affairs with powerful political figures, and connections to the highest levels of government. To this day, the theories are endless. Some people are convinced her death was a tragic accident, a desperate attempt to sleep that went horribly wrong. Others believe something far more sinister was at play, that she knew too much and was silenced. Was it suicide, an accidental overdose, or something else entirely? Despite decades of private investigations, documentaries, and countless books, the absolute truth of what happened that night remains frustratingly out of reach. What we know for certain is that the world lost a unique and brilliant star far too soon. Marilyn Monroe may be gone, but her image, her films, and her undeniable impact on culture live on. She proved that legends never truly die, they just become immortal. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by Hollywood's greatest mysteries, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video.